How to find the first and last position of a value in a sorted array. Problem statement: the input is a sorted array called A and a target value called T. The output would be the first and last index of the target value. So in this example, when the target is 8, the first would be 3 and the last would be 4. Algorithm we're using is modified binary search. We use binary search because a simple loop runtime would be n, while binary search's runtime would be log of n. How binary search works: so it finds a middle element and it sees if it's bigger or smaller than the target element. If it's bigger, then it would go to the left. If it's smaller, then it would go to the right. And then it goes recursively right or left until it finds a target. The modification we need is to, so we keep going even if we find the target until there's only one element left, and we store the last index that points to the target value in a variable. So we create a function called firstIndex where we pass in A, the array, and T, the target. The array in this case is 0, 7, 7, 8, 8, and then 10, and the target would be 8. So we initialize start to be 0 and end to be the length of A, take away 1, which would be the length of the array. And then index is -1. Index will hold the first index of the target value. So we have a while loop that keeps going until start is bigger than end. And since mid, and then we make mid the middle value, so mid would be pointing at 7, and since 7 is smaller than 8, you search to the right side of mid by making start mid plus 1. And then now you find mid again. Since mid is now equal to the target value, there can be 1 in front of it. So you go to the left by making end mid take away 1. And then you update the index to point to mid. And since so now mid is at 8. So you search, so since they are equal, you search on the left of mid by setting n to be mid take away 1, and you update the index to be mid, since mid is pointing at the target value. And then so now it goes out of the while loop, since start is going to be bigger than end. And then you return index, which would be 3. And then we make a function called find last index, where we pass in the array again and the target again. Then we initialize start to be 0 and end to be length of A take away 1, and index to be -1 again. We have a while loop that keeps going until start is bigger than end. We make mid the middle again, and you search to the, and then since 7 is smaller than 8 or the target, you search to the right by setting start to be mid plus 1. And then so now mid is pointing at 8. And since it might not be the last one, you search to the right again. So by starting start to be mid plus 1, so you search on the right side. Then you update index to point to mid. And now A mid, so now mid is pointing at 10. And then you go to the left side by setting end to be mid takeaway 1. This would make end smaller than start. So you go out of the while loop and you stop searching, and then you return the last index of the target value, which would be 4. Thank you for watching.